You guys want to take a quick scalp here? Let's see. Nah, we closed below. Never mind. I was gonna say, I was like, this. Hold on. First off, since when are my fibs on the right side? Since when? Well, it's been a long ass day. Okay, ladies, gents, welcome back. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome back to another incredible stream. Yes, I'm still sick. I actually regressed a little. I don't even know what's happening. About to go get checked out, but obviously, markets are open. It's CPI day. And so I took this short position not too long ago. I'll say like about 45 minutes after the news. We were at the higher time frame extension level. So you guys know that we were following this fib sequence all week. Okay, we shorted it at the 886, tried to short it again. That did not work out. Market pushed all the way up to the 1.27 extension. And then I actually shorted it right as the market came right back under the 1.27. Like as soon as it crossed back under, I ended up taking that short position, took some partial profits, and I'm still holding. But it looks like the market wants to push back up here. Like this is what I wanted to show y'all, the 88.6 on the smaller time frame. Here's the recent low. So we always talk about this in the classes, how you have these periods of impulses, and then you have these periods of consolidation. You have periods of impulses and consolidation. So when you look at this impulsive push, it has a neckline. This is where the market created this temporary support before it continued to the upside. So if you mark off that temporary support, the body, if you draw a fib sequence here from body to wick, um, yep. So if we close back above the 886, there's a good shot that we can take a scalp here, just like this to fill. But if I'm going to do higher time frame analysis, which is what I would prefer to do, there's really two options here. If the market comes back and starts to retrace, if it closes back above the bodies, then most likely it will fill the wick and continue to the upside. If we break above this body, so if we're retracing, we break back above, very good chance that we fill the wick from that point and continue to the upside. If the market pushes up for a retracement, does not close above this 265 body, does not close above, then more than likely, we're going to push all the way to the downside, back inside the range. So very, very simple. Keep your multiple scenarios. It's binary. Only two things can happen. If we close back above here, we fill. If we push up and reject, then the next move is going to be to the downside. I'm not gonna lie, I lost some money taking buys earlier because I wanted to scalp the 88.6. I took some buys, you guys can see it here. I took some buy positions at 218, which is exactly where the current price is. Market came down and hit my stop loss, which was about 25 points away. Maybe I should have put it just slightly further out. But damn, 179, which means the market literally came down, hit my stop loss, and then shot all the way back up. So just to kind of reiterate what happened here, body to wick, 88.6, potential scalps right here at the zone. Now, if I'm gonna be completely real, I'm kind of off my game today, people. I'm gonna break down CPI. I'm gonna rest up my voice because I feel sus. But regardless of what my condition is, I was asleep. I fired off some trades. Some good things happened. Some bad things happened. Ultimately, we're back. Okay, I was still able to catch the shorts. I still trusted myself. Roy, you were right with gold. She's tanking. Well, I wouldn't say she's tanking because if you entered at the 78 fib, like I said, if you entered buys here, you would have been in profit about 170 pips. And so I told you there's two options for gold. It's either going to form a double bottom here now. So you guys can see there's already one rejection. If it forms a double bottom, This thing's pushing all the way up. If we break through this 1980 level, then 1960, it's that simple. Okay. Do not forget to full margin the like button. Yo, I have a confession, yo. I have a confession. So I'm out here on my deathbed last night. I told you guys this. I couldn't even see straight this morning. I was fighting for my life. I entered 3 positions on NAS100, and I left one of them open with no stop loss. Now, thankfully, I did this on a challenge account and not on the live account. My live accounts, I was very, like, I'm very meticulous with. I don't trade outside of my intended sessions. But the Everblue Challenge, ladies and gentlemen, I have a confession. The Everblue Challenge phase 1 has been breached. All right. I woke up this morning. To be honest, didn't have much recollection of the trades I left open. I saw the result. I got the email. I checked. I opened up the history and I saw what happened. I am very disappointed in myself, but at the same time, guys, you've seen me trade while I'm awake, while I'm 100% there. You've seen me trade for the last 80 streams. And by the way, guys, 20 days left in the year. This is stream 80 out of 100. We're doing great. So does one mistake define my trading? No. But can one mistake seriously set you back? Like if you were to blow an entire account, start from scratch, or lose a challenge and have to start over? The answer is yes. So the way that my mindset is like realistically, it's a challenge, so I don't give a fuck, but I have to make myself care. Because if you don't tie an emotional response to mistakes that you make in trading, there's a good chance I'll make it again. I don't care how sick I am next time when I'm in my bed and I'm kind of half asleep and I'm about to fire off a trade. The emotional response of, damn, remember what happened last time needs to be overwhelming compared to how shitty I feel or whatever kind of distracted mind state that I'm in. You guys got me? He said it's just a loss, one trade, on to the next. Well, Melissa, I breached the account, so it's not necessarily one loss. I mean, it is one loss. But when you breach an account, if this was a live account, I would have had to restart the entire thing all over again. And so that's another 50, 60 days of going through phase 1, phase 2, making it to the first payout. So this whole like, oh, it's just one trade. A lot of people have that mindset with funded accounts because it's not real money. You got to treat it seriously enough to respect the account. And I feel like that's one thing that, in my moment of weakness, I sort of just let that one slide. But guys, we're back. All right. I'm a fucking animal. Y'all have been seeing, excuse my language. You guys have been seeing me trade every day for the last 80 streams. It's stream 80 out of 100. We're about to fucking dominate the markets today. There's a buy position right here. I might take this trade. I really might take this trade. I'm going to wait for the 15 or 30-minute candle to close above the 886. If the body of the candle closes below the 886, no trade. If the body of the candle closes above, I'm going to enter a scalp position right here for buys, and the stop loss will be below the wick. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Beautiful. Oh, there it is. Oh, the risk and reward on this is so shit. 2.2 to 1. But if we enter right now at this current late price, it goes from 2.2, the risk and reward, to 1.5 to 1. So personally, I'm just going to wait for this thing to retrace a little bit further down just so I can get a better entry. All right. The goal is not to be in a trade. The goal is to get a good enough entry, good enough risk and reward that we can make money over time. All right. And if I'm constantly chasing the market and I'm entering late, over time, I'm going to be a break-even trader because I'm supposed to make, let's say, $1,000 on this. I'm only going to make 700. All right. Because I'm entering late. So let's see if we get this pullback. If not, this is exactly what we were discussing earlier. You guys get the drill. God, that pisses me off so much. I showed you guys I took the longs for scalps and I lost these 2 trades. These 2 should have been winners. Why did I lose $500 this morning? It hit stop loss. So the entry is 218 and 201. 201? Okay, so that means at a 201 entry and 218, both would be back in profits. Just goes to show, man. Just goes to show. Tight stop losses, they'll crush. S.O. Borges says you're him. Sure. That was a lot of messages this morning, yo. Drop a like, man. There's 150 people on the stream and only 20 likes, 30 likes. Do you think all these new highs are them pricing in for the upcoming possible recession next year? Ramsey, the answer is yes. Because what they're really pricing in is Fed rate cuts. Now, the Fed is not going to cut rates unless we hit a recession, unless they need to. Because here's how I've been able to understand inflation, and I've been able to create like a really good analogy here. Inflation is like cancer, and central bank policy is like chemo. If you start doing chemo and you don't eradicate the cancer entirely, it'll come back. So what they're trying to do at the Fed is make sure that they're not taking their foot off the gas too soon. We're seeing inflation start to come back down, but they still need to be committed to bringing inflation down, or else it's going to resurge quick. Let's look at the inflation numbers from this morning. Core inflation, so CPI is the consumer price index. It's a basket of goods and services that consumers buy, and it basically just shows the change in prices for consumer goods. When you look at core CPI, core excludes food and energy. Now, food, energy, and shelter are the largest components of anybody's budget. And so those are the most important. And the reason that I don't really like to look at core versus CPI is because, well, actually, you've got to look at both. The reason I knew that inflation was one oil shock away from coming back up is because we saw that core CPI was doing very well, but CPI, like the stuff that toothpaste, toilet paper, anything that you would buy for your household goods, these are still going up. We still have that 0.1 increase. Not the craziest, but what we want to see is a decline in CPI to continue on this road. Now, you guys remember that going into this year, inflation was, I believe, 7% or 5 or 6%. The goal for the Fed was to bring inflation down to, oh shit, almost just spilled my tea. All right, the Fed's goal this year was to bring inflation down to 3%. They've done that. And so I'm not expecting personally any surprises from Jerome Powell tomorrow during the Fed meeting, because 3.1% inflation just shows that we're still on the right track. Same with this 0.1. As bad as that is, it's still not, there's a lot of seasonality that goes in here. So seasonality are things like after the summer, once school starts off again, the biggest shopping seasons are the back to school. Then there is Black Friday, Cyber Monday shopping. And then the last seasonality effect of the year is going to be holiday shopping. And so there's two really important things to watch. Number one is retail sentiment and consumer sales. Because if people are still spending the same way we were last year, then consumers aren't worried about the recession. Now, keep in mind that a recession is kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. If we're getting told recession, 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 and we're all starting to get a bit more cautious about how we spend, we stop spending, we reduce the amount of conspicuous consumption. What ends up happening is it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. We caused the recession. Restaurants and businesses are not making as much money. They have to lay people off. People getting laid off means there's not a lot of people spending in the economy. You see your friends get laid off, you start spending less, and that's what leads to a recession. So I think that we could avoid a recession next year. This is the hardest question of all time. I talk to Bob Elliott pretty frequently, and me and him disagree on this. Is that he thinks that we can avoid a recession next year, and I kind of argue with him that it's inevitable because Jerome Powell is going to cause the recession. Keep in mind, Jerome Powell very clearly stated in 2022 that the Fed's mandate right now is to continue to fight inflation and to raise rates until something breaks. Now, something breaks. What the fuck does that mean? It's basically until we go into a recession. And so Jerome Powell has very expressly stated that there's no way for us to meaningfully bring inflation down without people losing their jobs. Some of you guys are like, what the fuck does that even mean? I thought the Fed was supposed to protect the economy. You're telling me they're the ones making people lose jobs? The answer is yes. Because here's the thing. And I always use the egg example. You guys can use any example, but assume that the used car market right now is extremely expensive. By the way, guys, 88.6 rejection, but we also have resistance at the 61. We hit TP1 and we were not able to break above. This means most likely we're pushing back to the downside. We'll see if we form support here or not. If we form support, potential scalp opportunity. But personally, I think this thing has a good amount of room to the downside. Now, if the Fed's supposed to be protecting the economy, why would they make everyone lose their jobs? If used car prices are extremely expensive, if the price of, let's say, eggs, very expensive, but we're still paying for it because we all have a job, inflation will never come down. My barber wants to charge me 40 bucks for a haircut. I can kick and scream, but if I'm still paying it, he's not going to lower the price. So the only way to bring prices down is for consumer demand to come down. And consumer demand does not come down unless we hit a recession. Put a one in the chat if this makes sense. I know that macroeconomics is a bit confusing for folks, but I want to make this as simple as possible. I want you guys to understand what's happening because 2024 will be the single most it's going to be the craziest and messiest year that we've ever had. If you guys think that wait, Jaleesa said, am I the only one with no audio for the past 5 minutes? Roy, what prop did you fail? It was Everblue. It was Everblue. And I'm going to talk about that in just 1 second. Stick around. I'm going to talk about that failed challenge. Now that I popped the Tylenol and I'm back to life and I'm drinking this ginger tea with the honey and shit and I'm out here I'm feeling myself. I'm so disappointed in myself. I haven't done something like leave a trade open without a stop loss since like 2021. I haven't done anything that stupid since. You guys get what I'm saying? So I don't really care about the account. I don't care about, like I know I'm gonna make it back, whatever, but damn, man. Fuck it, whatever. You gotta hold yourself to the highest standard possible. So it's only Rory, Ramsey, and Kiss trades that understand what I just said. Everybody else is completely lost and confused. Is this what you guys are telling me? I mean, that's cool. Like, it just means that I did not explain things clearly enough because out of 150 people, only 3 people understand the conditions. Oh, so let me finish this point. The reason why it's important for you guys to know this is because next year is going to make 2020 look like baby cakes. Next year is going to make 2020. In 2020, guys, don't forget, we had Epstein's list. We had fucking people going to jail. We had a pandemic. We had fucking trade wars. We had Mexican aliens. It was all this type shit. Next year, with this election, which is the single most consequential election, not just for America, but for the whole world, I guarantee you the amount of misinformation in the news is going to be at an all-time high. So if you know how to read the data, you'll be okay. If you don't know how to read the data, you're going to have to rely on the mainstream financial publications to tell you what's true and what's not. And if you guys want to go trust Yahoo Finance to tell you the truth, you're out of your fucking mind. Excuse me. Right? Guys, I've never watched back one of my own streams, right? Because everybody knows you don't want to fucking go back and watch your stuff. I spend a good amount of time watching back the streams, and I have to admit, I do curse. I do curse a little bit too much. It's fun. It's OD. All right. So I am gonna make a slight change, which is curse less. But I want you guys to know this was a decision that was made from me, and nobody told me to make this decision. All right. Our HR team told me, Roy, keep doing you and have fun because they know if I'm having fun with the streams, I'll keep doing them, and that's perfect. But I'm gonna be real. I watched back the stream and I was like, I get it now. I get it. If you want to show somebody like a professional that you respect and you want to show them the stream, I understand how it's a little bit off-putting. So I'm going to make you guys a promise. I'll keep things professional. I will still let it fly every once in a while. Like I'm not here fucking acting in front of you guys. So if it slips, it slips. But just know that mindfully, I am keeping it top of mind and I am trying to make that change. Okay. All right. So missed the entry on the longs. It is what it is. So now I told you guys higher time frame. If we fill back above this 265 and close, 265. Yeah, basically, if we close above the 61 fib, then we're going to be heading to fill this wick. All right. Will you be continuing the streams in January? You guys let me know. Would like we're 81 streams, I believe, or 80 streams out of 100 for the 100-day sprint. Put a one in the chat if you guys would like to see me continue to live stream into January and all of 2024. Josh, I failed the Everblue challenge from Match Arts. And I have to give them credit because I'll be real, I had never used Trade Locker. They gave me the opportunity to use Trade Locker, which before they had given me the chance, I wasn't going to touch it with a 10-foot pole. But I'll be real, I understand now the main premise. And I'm going to say something that's going to upset Trade Locker, and that's perfectly fine. But it's essentially TradingView, but for sketchy brokers. Because on TradingView, you have all the same functionalities. You can trade live on here with Oanda. So it's basically like TradingView, but for sketchy brokers. All right. This is way too many responses in the chats. This is way too many responses. When I asked you guys if we're on the same page about the economy, 5 people put a 1 in the chat. No, no, no. We're gonna, nah. So you guys are obviously active. Guys, did I really fuck up the explanation for the economy that badly? We're gonna go into a recession next year. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro. I feel like I'm speaking Yiddish, bro. I feel like I'm speaking Cantonese right now. Noah said it made perfect sense. Noah, of course it made sense to you, bro. You're the guy, right? You're on the inside, my boy. Said your explanation was spot on. Hey man, the feedback doesn't seem to support that assertion, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get some real-time feedback, my dude. All right, beautiful rejection again off of the 78 fib. So 1980 getting respected. 1980 getting respected. Body to wick. Tell me it's a 78 fib. Oh my God. So we're at the higher time frame. We're at the higher time frame 786. And then now we have a lower time frame 786 at the same exact price point. Lord have mercy. It does not get better than this. Yeah, goal to the moon. If it does break 1980, then 1960 is your next buy level. Someone told me to analyze Euro JPY over the weekend. Okay, I told you guys to look for this double bottom rejection and to take this thing all the way up. It looks like the market is respecting all those. Zeus said clear as day. Nah, bro, we are just stupid. Oh, welcome to the club, bro. Welcome to the club, Amo. I got what the fuck, bro? Why would you do that? Um, I got on late and I missed the explanation. We'll go back to it later. You hit the nail on the head, bro. I love microeconomics. Well, this is macroeconomics. Just a heads up. Where's the delay on the comments? 100 people threw a 1. Yeah, but nobody threw a 1 when I was asking about the economy, but everyone threw a 1 when they said we should keep streaming. Where's FX Summit 2014? Your guess is as good as mine, dude. 2014. It's in fucking the lost city of Atlantis. That's where it's at. Okay, cool. All right, so let me give a shout out here to Matt Charts. First off, Matt Charts, if you're listening to this, thank you for the generosity. Really appreciate it. A lot of people had a chance to step up, and a lot of people had a chance to step up and give us a free account. Certain prop firms they pussied out because they didn't want the scrutiny of having everyone see the trading conditions in real time. So shout out to Matt Charts, but I do want to apologize to you guys for letting you down. because no, you guys are probably thinking to yourself, Roy, you didn't let us down. We're still proud of you. We're still proud about it. No, no, no. I'm holding myself to this high standard. I don't care how sick I am, tired I am, whatever it might be. I opened up the laptop and I took the trades. And if I did not set a stop loss, I can't make an excuse about my mental condition at the time. I was sick, whatever, whatever. I'm going to own it, and I'm going to have to figure out a framework to avoid this happening again. Because it wasn't like I entered the trades last night like, oh, fuck, I can't wait to blow the account. You never enter any trade thinking that, yeah, this is going to be the one to blow the account. So clearly, whatever happened was just a function of my self-control in that moment. And so I got to be like, look, when I'm sick, I'm gonna fucking lock my phone away and not take trades from bed. And just some lessons learned, guys. Lessons learned. I think it was already mitigated the zone you're looking at. I think, okay, Matt Charts. Shout out to Matt Charts, man. My fucking boy, man. A lot of people want to hate on Matt Charts. There's been a lot of rumors going around, et cetera, et cetera. Y'all, look, here's what I want to say. There's plenty of people in this industry that are complete scammers that literally provide no value. The information they provide is absolutely useless, and they don't have a good head on their shoulders at all. They couldn't tell you a Forex pair from an index, like absolutely embarrassing. Matt Charts is one of those people that I genuinely respect their take on things. Like if I reach out to Matt Charts about something trading related, I'm gonna get an answer that I respect when I get back. And I can't say that about more than a handful of people in this industry. So I know there's a lot of things happening. I know there's a lot of accusations, whatever it might be. I don't know what's happening on that side, but what I do know is I respect people that are competent. I respect people that are genuinely providing value to others in this space. And out of everybody that we can hate on or whatever it might be, there's some people that are actually getting people paid. You get me? So that's my take. Did you just expect it to drop? Did you just expect it to drop? Are you talking about the shorts? I'm in the shorts right now. To be honest, I might re-enter these shorts. We're having a little bit of trouble breaking the 61 here. So I may want to re-enter the shorts. So here's what I'm going to do. My NAS100 masterclass, folks, since some people want to be like, some people want to say that the class was basic info. This is your basic info. I got my custom sessions right here. I got my consolidation range first. Here's phase one. Here's phase two. Now for my NAS100 masterclass, folks, we know the direction of the first fake out. And so based on the direction of the first fake out and the rules that we have, what is going to be the most likely direction for this thing? Based on the direction of the first fake out. James got it. AJ got it. He says 2014 we hit St. Lucia with the broker. Oh fuck, dude. Yo, you guys are fucking hilarious. If you guys don't know, that's an inside joke from yesterday or 2 days ago when we were exposing a lot of the scam brokers in some of the islands, the third world countries that they're all registered in. And St. Lucia was the one I was saying I wanted to go vacation. Jacques, bro, that's fucking hilarious, man. Man, I love getting on these streams because honestly, I was feeling hella sick before. I'm geeking my ass off right now. There's some funny ass people on these streams, man. Because I admire that type of humor too. Like it's funny to take a reference from 3 days ago, bring it all the way back to something completely unrelated and make it count. Bro, I fucking live for this. Excuse my language. We're still gonna get a push on NAS100. Well, Kern, very specific. We're gonna get a push. Like it's like, yeah, markets are gonna move. They didn't want to say up, didn't want to say down, don't want to say what price, don't want to say if he's buying or selling, don't want to say what entry. Just the markets are gonna move. Wow, fuck, this guy's Einstein. This guy deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. How long do we have in the master class to get the certificate? I believe you have 1 week to finish your final exam, but you have access to the content for up to 2 months, if I'm not mistaken. It's 7 days because most of y'all just ain't gonna fucking do it. And the longer that we wait, the less likely you are to do it. Chris said bullish. Athens blank. I'm proud of y'all, man. D-Boy, Guap, man, you guys are gonna fucking make me cry. Jonathan got it. Vincent got it. Nathan got it. Carlos got it. Jeffner, my man. Jeffner got it. Trading wave by wave. I'm in St. Lucia. Oh, we have a St. Lucian in here. All right, trading wave by wave. I'm gonna have to ask you some questions. So a lot of these brokers, they're registered out of St. Lucia. Now I need you to tell me, based on what you know, how strict is the government over there? Do they have any financial oversight? Buddy, if these fucking brokers are registering over there, where the fuck are they registering? Trading wave by wave. We need answers. I've never met a St. Lucian, but today's the day. Bro, you just predicted that market would move. This is bro just predicted that markets would move. But I just said that. You can't just take my joke. Okay. Ladies and gents, we've officially broken above the 61. Very good chance here that we fill this wick to the upside and continue bullish. Okay, I told you guys if we close above the body, very good chance that we fill the rest of this wick. So we just have to see if we close above or not. Trading wave by wave says nope. So you're telling me that there is not a strict regulatory environment in St. Lucia. As far as I know, there are no brokers here. Even the people who live in St. Lucia don't know, people. Okay, I have a question. I was part of a competition with the funded trader. I was up about 30K, never hit the daily loss, but found out yesterday I was disqualified. Okay. And what would you like me to do about this Afro podcast? I asked them what I did wrong and they didn't have an answer. That's very shady. Very shady. So Afro podcast, what I would do is I would keep trying to reach out until you get an answer. If you don't get an answer, I would take to social media. Trading wave by wave. St. Vincent has brokers. My friend, I'm sorry to tell you, maybe you're not in the know. Maybe you're not in the loop. But there are tons of brokers in St. Lucia. Guys, what was the broker we saw in St. Lucia the other day? Was it Trader's Way? It was either Trader's Way or Hugo's or one of those. Yo, I'm trying to set up a podcast with Chris Terry from IML, people. I'm trying to set up if anybody here knows Chris Terry, I'm trying to set up a podcast. I'm trying to set up a podcast with MetaQuotes, IML. I try to fucking make it happen. Roy, why would you support IML? Look, guys, 4 or 5 years ago, I'd have agreed with you. IML was the bane of the earth. It was the bottom of the bottom. It was the worst thing that's ever happened to traders. Beautiful. These people have gotten into so much trouble. They actually have a legitimate regulatory environment. And so now they're doing their best to basically follow the law. They're abiding by all financial regulation. But guess who's not? And all these new brokers and all the new platforms coming out. So back in the day, IML used to be the sketchy sort of thing, but not anymore. Now they at least have a regulatory framework. And now that they have fucking, they have compliance teams and everything else. These other companies do not have any fucking compliance teams at all. They're gonna go to jail. Then they are not listed in the directory and have no signs. My friend, yeah, they're not advertising. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, we went to Trader's Way. We couldn't even find out where they're at. I forgot. They won't even fucking tell you. This isn't the area code, right? Yo, son. Yo, son. It's a Chris Terry is the Joe Biden of Forex. Oh man, oh man. That's fucking hilarious, bro. Please. Guys, y'all about to get me in so much trouble, man. I'm trying to secure this interview. Someone's gonna clip this and send it over. All right. Oh, trading wave by wave. I found them. Athens markets, right? Levy Harrell and Associates at the Compton building. You know where the Compton is? This a real building over there, my friend? Well, what the fuck is up with y'all's road numbers? Trading wave by wave? You're talking about top floor, Compton building, William Peter Boulevard. First off, two first names in a street name. They got a P.O. box. That's why they don't have a fucking sign anywhere. It's a P.O. box. What the fuck is Castries Street? We're talking about William and Peter Boulevard, Castries Street. How many streets in this? Oh, this is Castries. My bad. I'm sorry. This is an area in St. Lucia. The fuck is this? The fucking fake license number. Kern Patterson said Sway Market's taking over. Yo, son. Yo, son, Kern. First you say that markets are moving, and then you say Sway Markets is taking over. Buddy, I'm not gonna lie. Your credibility is not looking too hot right now. All right, Kern, I'm gonna give you one shot. I'm gonna give you one chance. Okay? I'm gonna give you one chance to sort of to stop typing clown things in the chats. All right?
My
Keep
Matrix
typing
agent
clown things in
radar
the
is going
chats, we're gonna
off.
have a bit of an issue. What's up, Golly?
My Matrix agent radar is going off.
Matrix Agent Radar? You're telling
Yeah.
me that Kern Patterson is an agent of the Matrix?
Yes. Designed to keep us plugged into the scam brokers.
Hey, yo. All right. Well, Kern, you have an opportunity to defend yourself because we're not here bullying anybody, but we are calling everybody out. So this is your opportunity to defend yourself, my friend. What do you have to say? So Athens, super sus. Give me another one. Hanko. Everyone keeps telling me Hanko trades. Let me show you guys how fucking scam these people are. It's crazy how I look up Hanko trades and FX Summit keeps showing up. That makes me happy. I think it might have been Hanko trades, bro. Kern Patterson just said LOL. But you're gonna have to like use real words, bro. This is not one of those this is not Ryan Gilpin stream. You feel me? You actually have to articulate yourself here. You actually have to make a demonstrable effort to prove your point. Can't just post fucking commission withdrawals. Sway was licensed in Australia. You guys are fucking idiots, bro. Sway is not licensed in Australia. Don't make me have to do this on the stream. Do
That
not
was
make me have to do this.
that was debunked in front of the FX Summit a long time ago, my
It was
friend.
100% debunked. But what's even worse is that there's a company that started a troll company called Finesse FX. Okay. And what Finesse FX is, first off, do not use this platform. Finesse FX, they're going to take your money and leave. Okay. But this was a troll to show how cheap it was to fake an Australian license. And so they ended up basically paying 4 or 5 grand. And then they opened up a broker with the same Australia regulation that Sway pretends to have. Okay. And they did this as a troll. You guys understand? It's St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but watch this. You got the ABN number. Is licensed to carry on financial services business in Australia under the Australian Financial Services License Number. And so this services license number, they are borrowing from someone else. Oh, okay, okay. Finesse Markets is a corporate authorized representative of Pulse Markets LLC. Pulse Markets is the actual company that had an Australian license that Sway is using in order to kind of push their Australian license. You get what I'm saying? So this is in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They're using Pulse Markets as their parent company in Australia, and they're just absolutely a scam. And they did this just to prove to everybody that Sway is lying to the whole world. And if you guys don't believe me, actually I would never even wish this on anyone. But I'm not gonna say it. But if the regulators were to look at this side by side, do you guys really think that they'd be like, yeah, no, they're licensed in Australia? Let's be fucking real here. That's sweet. Understand, bro. Eagle FX. Shout out to Eagle FX, bro. 1 to 2,000 leverage, Brandon. Remember that shit? Hanko Trade never paid me out and closed my account. Look, guys, the same person that was pushing Hanko for 2 years is now pushing Sway as their biggest affiliate, correct? All right. Hero FX, Athens, they're all fucking scams. Stop asking about scam brokers, Jordan. What happened to Hero FX? I'm gonna just tell you, if it's a scam broker, there's a very good chance they either stole everyone's money and dipped, made up an excuse with liquidity providers and took everyone's money, or they went under for legal reasons. Right? Be careful. You might have to be wearing a bulletproof vest. If you keep holding people, they'll come for you. Don't want anything to happen to you, bro. Dwayne, I'm gonna tell you right now, these people don't want a fucking problem with me. All right. Anybody, anybody that wants a problem, I will drag them into the deep end with me. That's just a fact. If they think I'm about to be a pussy for anybody that works for Sway, you're out of your fucking mind. Imagine I'm scared of somebody repping a scam broker. But it's a fucking, I'm in an open carry state, Dwayne. I'm gonna just let you know this right now. Anybody who wants to talk big game and do whoop whoop, there was that guy that was threatening Q back in the day. They were from Detroit or whatever the fuck it was. They came down here. They were trying to find us. I was like, this is absolutely nuts. Melissa, yes, he was. And that should tell you about as much as you need to know. Sway Markets closed my account and I got back all my money. Well, at least you got back all your money, Kern. It took me about 3 weeks to withdraw from fucking Sway when we had it in there. There was latency, there was a bunch of freezes, there was a bunch of self-dealing, there was a bunch of bullshit when I was using Sway. Eventually, I just got sick and tired of it, tried to withdraw all my money. It took about 3 weeks. They had me sending selfies and shit, fucking dick pics, whatever the fuck they wanted, and they were still trying to deny me a payout. Dwayne says real talk. Dwayne, but trust me, they could make my day. Okay, Sway Markets. Let's talk about St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is for you, Kern, because you're a fucking dick rider. The Sway dick riders here. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's where they're registered. Doesn't really sound like St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It doesn't sound like Australia. Sound like two different words. Look at the ABN number. The ABN is one. It starts with 166. It ends with 158. Okay. Their license number is 220383. Wait a second. 220383. 220383. That sounds very familiar. Bullish said, "Oh nah, LMAO, I got a Sway Markets account." Yeah, you were probably sold on it by somebody who was making commissions. Now look, guys, Pulse Markets, their ABN number and their AFSL number 220383. Hold on. 220383. Hold on. Wait a second. Is this making sense to you guys? St. Vincent, they're using Pulse Markets as Australian regulation as a white label to be able to operate. Okay. And so the whole point that Finesse basically started a troll company just to show everybody that Sway is not all there. You know what I'm saying? And now here's the thing. I actually respect the people, the leadership team of Sway Markets. And this is what's very troubling to me, is because I actually have confidence that they know what they're doing. It's the affiliates that are fucking up the whole game for everybody. Carlos said, LMAO, what's going on here? This is Illuminati confirmed. All right, y'all are taking this out of proportion. Daniel Savage is pushing Sway. What more do you need to know, D-boy? What the fuck else? And what more information do you need? You got fucking Ryan Gilpin and fucking Savage. And I like Daniel. What the fuck does he know? Every fucking broker he's pushed in the past 5 years has gone under. But it bought him a car. Right? So it's like, look, man, these guys are buying supercars off of pushing scam brokers. The only reason they're able to get away with it is because people like us let them get away with it. I'm entering another short position here, guys. I'm just going to take the shot. It's a bit of a, like, I don't normally enter at neutrality, but the inability to break above the 61, I'm just going to take a gamble here. Not a gamble, but I'm going to take a bet here. Rejections of the previous consolidation range. We rejected the top a few times, and I'm going to reduce my risk size here, obviously. Okay. All right. The stop loss is going to be above the wick. And we'll see if we get a fill of, we're either going to fill the wick on the upside, or we're going to fill the wick on the downside. Personally, I'm betting on the downside continuation here. I understand that we have the consolidation, push up, push down, but there's a very good shot that we just continue dropping from here. Patience is going to be a virtue here. Wasn't Sway at the summit? Yes, they were. Air FX is also in St. Lucia. Air FX in Athens, probably in the Compton building as well. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my God, guys. And yeah, I've always said, Roy, I wouldn't want anything to happen to you. Dwayne, you're funny as shit, bro. Brother, I need to remind you guys who I am. I'm the Roman army and the barbarians at the gates. I'm both. They don't care, they just want their permission. Roy, what's the most push-ups you've done without a break? Damn, Josh, that's a good question. I think 58, I believe. 58. Who cares what people are using? What is your bank looking? Who cares what people are using? Sonny, are you fucking stupid or are you dumb? I'm gonna give you one shot to correct that statement, or I'm gonna kick you out. He says, "Who cares what broker people are using?" Buddy, I'm here in the capacity of an influential figure in the trading space who held a U.S. licensed brokerage license. I'm giving my honest take about scam ass brokers. Tell me, who cares? Who cares, right? What's your bank account looking like? Fam, don't ever say no scam shit like that on my fucking stream again. I'm gonna give you one shot, Sonny, to correct that. This is not a joke. The monthly commission checks be paying them nicely. Yes, it's your fucking money. When you blow your account on a B-book broker, all that money just goes directly to them. It's like a prop firm. The trades have never been sent to market. They're 100% B-booked. And then they just basically put all the money into one account, knowing most people are going to blow it, and they just keep it. Is WikiFX a trusted site to research for regulated brokers? Fuck no. WikiFX is owned by the same people who started all these scam ass companies. Guys, wake the fuck up. Wake up. I really thought that all this shit was common knowledge and we were all just kind of like playing along. It really seems like most of you do not know how this game works. Financial Service Regulatory Authority, St. Lucia, sixth floor of the Francis Compton building in Castries. Yo, fuck hell, bro. Air FX it's all the same. It's all the fucking same. Yo, son. The Compton building. Yo, son. All right. I ain't stupid enough to use them brokers. Drago, good for you. Not you. I was telling the people when they kept saying hero, air, blah, 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 they'll be following the influencer and following for the trap. Okay. I appreciate the clarification, Sonny. Because I'll be honest, guys, it does matter what people are using. He says, yeah, they're the same owners, AirFX, Carbon, Hero, Athens, same owner. Yeah, probably. But it's the whole sweat, like the finesse thing is just the funniest because it's like the whole thing is a troll. But what's funny is they tried to hit me up this morning asking if I want to be a partner with them with Finesse FX. I sent them the dying on the floor laughing emoji or the GIF. But fucking imagine I entertained that shit. People are fucking retarded, man. I'm gonna make one reminder for those who don't know who I am. All right, I'm gonna go to the SEC broker check website because when you look up some of these guys on an SEC website, typically a crime comes up, right? Like if I look up, I'm sorry to do this. I'm not even sorry about this. Let's go SEC. So if you looked up any of these guys with the government agencies, typically what you'll see is some kind of scam or some kind of fraud that was levied against them, right? The St. Vincent and the Grenadines for Traders Domain, like the OG's OG, they were red listed by the CFTC. Okay, cool. Now you look me broker check SEC. And what you'll notice is that I held a US licensed broker dealer license. Series 66. Okay. I have my general securities rep. This allows me to, or actually, I have my securities industry essentials. This allows me to basically create financial plans So it's more of like a CFP, like a financial planner license. Series 7 allows me to give specific financial advice as well as recommend specific investments for my clients. And then the Series 66 allowed me to take trades on behalf of my clients or to invest their money on their behalf in the stock exchange because, I was licensed to do so. Talking about 2019, 2020, people. That's 3 years ago. Been doing that. Roy, was the Series 66 hard? I'll be honest, bro. Yes. The Series 7 was a lot easier for me because I understood financial law. I mean, I understand like financial products pretty well before I took the exam. The Series 66 is a legal exam. I don't, I'm decently good when it comes to case studies, when it comes to case law, when it comes to precedent and things like that. But when it comes to just memorizing new like jargon, not my thing. And so it was pretty tough for me, I'll be honest. But they know how to motivate you, bro. If you work at Merrill, you work at Morgan Stanley, or you work at JP Morgan, and they'll tell you if you don't pass this exam, you're gonna get fired. So then you're like, oh fuck. And so that's enough motivation. It's a 2.5 hour exam. It's 100 questions, and you need to have a minimum score of 73 to pass. Yo, these car dealers are fucking harassing me, bro. They're literally harassing me. I told them off this morning. They were like, yeah, you want to come by today to check it out? And I kind of just said I was a little bit rude. Maybe you guys can tell me if I was rude or not. But I basically told him, I was like, bro, if I wanted to come in today, I'd have scheduled an appointment. Stop texting me. There's like fucking 3 missed calls and 4 messages from this dude. I haven't responded to any of the messages. So it's like 4 gray bubbles. Haven't even talked to him. And he just keeps messaging me. I'm like, bro. Okay, this allows you to qualify as an investment advisor rep and as a securities agent representing a broker dealer. Although this test is a challenging one, the comprehensive materials, da 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 da. I want to see if I can find some questions or some materials here. I'll be real, the shorts aren't looking too hot. It's gonna have to be some patience because we don't know if it's gonna drop until it does, but not looking too good at this point. Just because we've already started to fill back to the upside. Yeah, this might be a good chance to just close out of these shorts. No, dude, I'll just de-risk it. I'm gonna close half the position, de-risk it. If I lose, not the end of the world. If this thing ends up dropping, I'll make back whatever money I just closed in negative. So I'm just gonna de-risk that trade ever so slightly. Let me see if I can find something here just to show you how much actually goes into becoming a broker, not just fucking going to some scam country and trying to set up an operation. Thoughts on the interest rate decision tomorrow and how it impacts the direction of NAS100? Thabo, good question. Bullish, 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 bullish. That's all I'm gonna say. Tomorrow, no rate change, no hike, and no cuts. It's all about the tone. So a dovish tone, you guys can think about doves as a sign of peace, as a sign of calm. And so a dovish tone means that the Fed is going to get less aggressive. A hawkish tone, you guys think hawks aggressive, hawks, they kill things, right? So a hawkish tone tomorrow where the Fed thinks about raising rates again next year, that's going to crash the markets. So I'm expecting zero rate changes tomorrow. I'm expecting a dovish tone from Jerome Powell, and the tone is going to be the most important out of all those. He says Miami dealers don't give a fuck. He says those car salespeople are vampires, bro. Like I don't know how they think that that's gonna work, right? Like if somebody like there's one of these guys, it's my least favorite car out of all of them. That's what's pissing me off. It's my least favorite car out of all the ones I'm looking at, but this guy is so good. He's been doing a great job, just sort of keeping up with me, just giving me all the information I need, not being too pushy, and he's just there. He just makes himself available, and I'm like, you know what, guy? I'm gonna just come buy this car. I don't even fucking like the car. I'm gonna just come buy this fucking car from you. Okay? I got some sample pages here. Let me see. So this is the type of things that you guys can expect to see on the broker license. So a securities owner gives the right to trade a security with another investor at a fixed price. So this is just talking about options. This is the chapter that gave me the most trouble was options. Fucking hell. Or just all derivatives. It says watch the dealer be in here. Good. Fuck you, dog. I hope you hear this shit. Bro, harassment is harassment. Marshall said, "How did you fail the prop challenge, Roy?" I'll be honest, guys. I was extremely sick last night. I had no business trading. I took 3 positions, and one of them did not have a stop loss. So I hit the maximum loss, and that happened. Options, ugh, don't even get me started on the Greeks, bro. So an investor wishes to, like, these are the kinds of questions you would expect. An investor wishes to invest a 6% corporate bond, but is undecided about whether to buy the bond with semi-annual payments or annual payments. Which of the following recommendations should an advisor make to this customer? Purchase the bond with semi-annual payments, purchase the bond with annual interest payments. Both bonds would provide an equal rate of return. Invest the bond that is recommended by the SEC. None of the above. That's a trick question. An individual needs the same money. Said it's trying to fall back down, Roy. We won't know until it drops. All right, the position is set. I de-risked. Like I said, if it drops, beautiful, but I got 12 lots sitting up here, which is the equivalent of 1.2 lots on any other broker. So I got about fucking 1.2 lots sitting on that bitch, and I have a point 0.2 or a 2 lot here on the swing account. So if it drops, man, it'll be a good day. I might just cure up. Drew's World said, "Damn, you failed the challenge." Yeah, guys, I was doing great. Don't get me wrong. We were down 6.5%, managed to get all the way to down 0.5%. Everything was perfect. And then that happened. Marshall said, "What happened between you and Trade Locker? What happened with them?" So should I just stick with Oanda? Bullish 356, I would have to say yes. So the calculation used to determine net present value, the NPV, based on future payments on an investment is the A, discount rate of return. If an investor doubles his or her money in 3 years, what's the annual rate of return? If an investor doubles their money in 3 years. Oh, that's good. So this is actually pretty fun. There's a trick here called the law of 72, where if you want to figure out what interest rate you need in order to double your money, you would divide whatever the number is by 72, and it would tell you what rate of return you would need. So in order to double my money in 3 years, the answer is C, 24%. So if you don't believe me, let's take $100 starting balance times 1.24 times 1.24 times 1.24. Oh, almost. Let's do 3. Damn. Yeah, no, the answer is 24. Nice. If an investor does not have a financial calculator, the investor can experiment with numbers to attempt to calculate the internal rate of return by Monte Carlo simulation. An individual needs the same money as son's college, 10 years. Fuck, dude. This is giving me PTSD. An advisor may execute trades in the client through an affiliate broker dealer as long as the advisor discloses this to their clients in writing. Furthermore, the advisor must inform clients that they have the option for executing trades through the other broker dealers. So much shit, bro. I open up to any page in the 500-page book and there's violations happening from every broker. Roy, tips for trading related shorts. I don't know what that means. Roy, you ever think of trying a futures prop firm? I think you'd be good at it. Yeah, I do need to try futures here. Shout out to Darren Creedy. All right, guys, I'm starting to feel a little bit sus here. Might have to go and rest up. I think it's this tea, dude. Might have put too much ginger in this bitch. This thing kind of tastes gross. Ugh. All right, let's go through some other pairs real quick just to make sure everyone's on the same page here. No, I don't want to publish the idea. Daily time frame. Very good chance here on US 30 that this thing continues bullish. I think that just based off of this, very, very likely to continue to fill that wick. My bro, you have been counter trending the trend on NAS the last 3 or 4 days. Not sure why, when you were making money long. Huh. Let me ask you a very specific question here. Is this trade in profits, the forecaster? Is the shorts in profits? Yes or no? Nobody else answered. Because obviously everybody else knows the fucking answer. It's only this person. I heard they offer fast licenses in St. Lucia. Brother, I don't even think St. Lucia knows. YouTube Shorts, I seen you do some. Okay. I don't even know what you're asking, Drago. The forecaster. Are the shorts in profit? Again, you're holding up the line here. We're waiting on you. Thank you for doing the thing. It's free, a lot of value. People need to take more advantage and ask good questions so we all grow. 100%. I'll always laugh now when I hear St. Lucia. Yeah, sorry, it's our little inside joke now. Okay, forecast it. I was fucking waiting 10 minutes for your answer. So now you're gonna get roasted. Why would I take a sell at the all-time highs? Why would I potentially try and sell a market that is back at all-time highs, that has hit the extension level, and that is wildly overextended? But even all that aside, I don't know if it's going to drop, but I got a good enough entry to sit here and find out. So if it does drop, I'll be good. Why would I buy at the very, very, very highs of the market? That would be an even worse question. Why would we buy it at all-time highs? Does that sound like a smart move? Because the higher you get, the closer you get to a previous sell zone, the more likely you are to hit a reversal. So if you're going to be buying into this rejection zone, that's how you get crushed on the shorts. So it's buy low and sell high for all of you guys wondering why we're shorting here. I see the profits both ways, but it's a serious counter trend with no clear reversal yet. Okay, again, how can you be this confidently wrong at the same time? So you're telling me this massive rejection here is not an indication of a potential turnaround? I'm not saying it's going to turn around, guys. I'm looking at this buying. I'm looking at the buying motion. I can see this thing pushing through, but we're not going to sit here and pretend like this isn't a great trade idea. We're not going to sit here and pretend like the shorts didn't make a lot of sense, and we're definitely not going to sit here and pretend like the shorts wouldn't have made you a lot of money. So we're at all-time highs. The market's been trending bullish, obviously, this entire time, but this is where we'd be looking for that turnaround at the previous weekly resistance. So yes, there is a clear reversal. I think that you're just purposefully ignoring it. So Roy, news that's good for the dollar or bad for stocks given how high interest rate pumps? No, that's not how it works at all. And I'll explain it more in more detail tomorrow. With your YouTube shorts, do you do anything specific to make it get more views or increase retention? To be honest, no. I stopped giving a fuck about the views and all this dumb shit. What I realized was if I come out here, I provide the most value that I possibly can. I don't leave anything on the table, and I make people money. The numbers are going to add up eventually. So all this whole thing about trying to boost those shorts and all this stuff, no. But the YouTube team, they do post a lot of shorts. I fucking see a new short every day, bro. So shout out to them. I'm not even mad. Shout out to them. They're doing their job and they're doing it incredibly well. Okay. Okay. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. We have CPI. Let's see what happened here. Some of you might be asking why I don't have my camera on. I'm gonna be honest, I've just sweat through my shirt since I've been on this stream. Now, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I haven't gotten sick like this in years. I also haven't made a mistake like that on my fucking account in years. So something's a little bit shady. But I want to assure all of you of one thing, that I'm in control of this ship. And by ship, I mean my body. And if I tell my body to jump, every fucking fiber of my immune system and my body says how high. And so I promise you guys, I know I've been sick for about about a week now, which is honestly a little bit too long. I guarantee you guys the next 2 days I'll be 100% back up and running. And I want you guys to say a little bit of a prayer. No, not for me, right? I want you guys to say a prayer for everybody in the way. I want you guys to say a prayer for my enemies and definitely say a prayer for anyone stupid enough to want to beef with me over a broker. Because as soon as I'm back to full health, I'm dragging everybody to the deep end. So I appreciate all of you guys' support. This is going to be an incredible week. Um, Markets are clearly just flying bullish. Tomorrow, we're going to see a very similar movement. Let me make a prediction. By prediction, I mean, let me tell you exactly what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to have an aggressive market open. The thing is going to go dry from about noon till 2 p.m. till the Fed meeting. As soon as we have that Fed meeting, then we're going to start to see a whipsaw very similar to this. As soon as the Fed meeting is done, we will have a trend. Those who have taken the fundamentals class know exactly who I'm talking about, and those who know the NAS100 class know exactly what I'm talking about. My NAS100 folks, when I asked you which way is the market going to go, bullish or bearish, and you all had the correct answer. Congratulations. You played just, or you did not play yourself. Congratulations. You learned something in the class, and I'm proud of you. 4 hour doji candle, obvious because either bulls or bears don't get enough to decide. Yeah, no, at this point, buyers are definitely going to win this thing. We've already filled the majority of this move. We're going to go back up and fill that wick. Let's be real here. So the 88.6 buys, I'm gonna be real. I blew a good amount of money on this one this morning too. 500 bucks out the window just for a trade to end up hitting like this. It's a little bit painful, but it is what it is. Make a prayer for the enemies. We gotta take their soul. No, well, I mean, their soul belongs to Jesus. I don't even know. It says brokers beware. Yep, that's for damn sure. Only because these guys have the balls to go out here and try to tell people what they can and can't say. First off, you're a fucking criminal and you're breaking the law and you're finessing a whole industry. Keep your fucking mouth shut. Don't fucking tell nobody what they can and can't say. You're walking on eggshells. Keep fucking walking on eggshells. These guys make so much money off scamming that they start to think that they run the game. Buddy, you're one fucking Reddit sub article from becoming Ted. I'm gonna remind everybody this next year, most of these companies will go under, right? I do not wish ill harm on anybody, especially legitimate companies, ever. But if anybody's naive enough to think that the brokers are going to survive this next year, you're out of your mind. Why won't they survive this next year? Because MetaQuotes has made it a mission to kick out all the scammers. And that's why everyone's using these alternative platforms like Sway Charts and Trade Locker and Action Trader, because they all got kicked off for being scammers. So now when these, we've all seen the latency and we've all seen the trading condition issues on Sway and some of these other guys. So what happens when you get kicked off MetaQuotes and then your platform is constantly freezing and shit? People are not going to want to use that shit, bro. And I've been saying this since day one. Like, we are all, if one of us gets scammed, we're going to keep our mouth shut and just fucking, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep our mouth shut and just be too embarrassed to tell anybody. That's what a lot of people do. They're like, they don't get paid by a prop firm. They don't really make as much noise because they're kind of embarrassed. They don't really want to go out there and like call people out. Yeah, not me. And that's why, guys, even though, no, regardless of what they say about Matt charts, he had the balls to give us the account and to take the chance. And he took that risk. All right, I'm closing out this second entry as well. $60. All right. No worries. I was still able to make $884 on the shorts, as well as another $500 in the shorts. So 500 plus 880 is 1,300, I believe. Yes, 1,300. Well, 880 plus 520 is 1,300. That's 1,400. Minus 500, minus 600. So 1,400 minus 600. I still walked away with $800 profit. Okay. And I had the buys. The fucking made some silly mistakes. Roy, you just got the Zoes ready. Roy, you just got the Zoes ready to pull up. Roy, you got the Zoes ready to pull up. Hey, stop passe, brother. Fucking, we deep in Miami now. We're deep in Miami now. Oh boy, said I got the Zoes ready to go. Says, yeah, you talking facts for real. Yep, yep. Things will be smooth once the house is cleaned. The house will never be cleaned. They'll just rebrand and come back, right? Traders Domain is making a comeback. He said Reddit sub articles. Bro, my biggest fear is being in someone's documentary, right? Or being in someone's Reddit sub article. When they were coming for Ted's life, they were taking screenshots and screen recordings from the podcast that we had back in the day, saying, "Oh, like this is him fucking snitching on this and that." I'm like, bro, hey, bro, I gotta reschedule my call. I gotta reschedule my call. What day is good for you? I'll be honest, bro, I'd appreciate that because I'm out here fighting for my life. Give me 2 days, man. Give me till Friday. I will 100% be back to life. I don't typically do calls on weekends, because it's my time. But because of the amount of time I've taken in recovery, I'll be using this weekend to catch up. So if we had to reschedule a call this week and we're not able to get anything done till next week, then we'll do something on the weekends. All right. Appreciate you reaching out, bro. And just, hey, if you are gonna reschedule, just shoot us an email just so my team knows. All right, everybody. Hopefully you learned something today. We don't win every trade, right? We had the trade idea set. I did take the shorts, lost a little bit of money on the shorts, but overall, decent trading day, especially compared to what I woke up to this morning. Happy and safe trading, everybody. It's great to see y'all. I know I came a little bit hard at some of these brokers. Some of them are just stupid. They're not criminal, right? Well, they're criminal, but they're stupid. They're not like doing it intentionally. So I don't want to group everybody in the same group. Some of these guys were sold a dream by somebody who actually knows the game, and they're just sort of, they're giving them the benefit of the doubt. And so I think that we have to be fair to certain people that are just stupid. But if you're going to be in a position of influence, that's not an excuse. Okay, I am in a position of influence. I went back and watched the videos and realized I was cursing too much. Now, guys, look, there's a big difference between me cursing and then scamming people with a broker, right? One of them pays a lot better. Okay. And so, but still, I still have an obligation to someone with influence to set a good example. That's me talking about cursing. These guys, they can't claim ignorance to say that they didn't know any better because they have an obligation as an influencer to know what they're doing if they're going to recommend people to a certain thing. You guys got me? All right, quick reminder. The next NAS100 masterclass is in February. You can get your tickets half price, half price, half price using this custom promo code NAS Early Bird. So the next masterclass is going to be in February. I will be spending the next 2 months refining my strategy, watching back through all the content from the first 3 classes, and making sure that we set up a system and program that is absolutely top notch. If you guys were in the previous classes, December 17th, we're having a follow-up for everybody who was part of the NAS class to do a review and make sure everybody has the necessary tools needed to make money this upcoming year. Head over to the link in the description, chartaddicts.com/live classes. Go to secure your seat. And if you're not sure, of course, you can hear from other traders who have been through the same program before. February 2024, it's a 4-day program. Learn everything you need to know about trading NAS 100, including my step-by-step strategy. Last reminder is that the FX Summit 2024 conference will be in Expo City, Dubai. I know a lot of you have never been to Dubai. This is going to be your chance. Some of you might be thinking, Roy, that's too far, that's too expensive. You have 12 months to plan for this trip, and you have no excuse. I want to see all of you there. Enjoy half-off tickets until the end of the year. You don't need a promo code. Head on over to the fxsummit2024.com, fxsummit2024.com, and just go ahead and grab your tickets. They're already half off until the end of the year. Looking forward to seeing all of you there. All right. Happy, safe trading. Chart Addicts members, if you want to stay on for an extra 10, 20 minutes, we'll just shoot the shit. If everybody else got to go, I'm going to catch you tomorrow morning, bright and early, and I'll have my camera on and I'll be back to life. I'll make you guys that guarantee. All right. Take it easy, y'all. Tell somebody you love them, and don't let anybody talk you into joining a scam broker today. All right. Peace.